Welcome to Let's Talk Aging, an interview offering from Second Wind Dreams. We are an organization dedicated to changing the perception of aging. I'm Gwyneth Johnson, and I am lucky enough today to have Devaughn with me from Stay Betty. Now, Devaughn, reading on the website, it says a brand looking to bring the necessary love and awareness to the senior community. I love that. Can you tell us what Stay Betty is and how it came about?
Yeah, of course. So Stay Betty kind of formulated in the early days of the pandemic. We realized that there was kind of this gap of this forgotten age group that really had no connection to the outside world because everybody was very scared that they were going to transmit COVID to them. So there wasn't really much communication, and having older family members, I think it was really important to really rally behind this age group and create something that brings awareness to them. So with that, we decided that we wanted to do something that honored them, honored their stories, and really made you realize that, they still have dreams and they still want to do the same things that we do. So within that, we decided that we would somehow create a brand behind this. It started with doing tote bags, and the idea behind that was we would like to have tote bags and bring them in and then maybe do knitting circles and stuff like that, and create this some type of program that was social as well as getting a product that we could bring to market. And with that, we've kind of iterated a few different times and have found our way to kind of bridging this gap between the older community and the idea of dreams never die, as well as the younger community, which is really going to be the driving force behind telling everybody's stories, and sharing this idea of dreams. And so Betty is a brand that bridges the gap between the old and the new in a way that no matter how old you are, we respect that dreams never die.
That is fantastic. And I love the intergenerational aspect of what you're doing. That's so key. And there's so much to offer between the generations. The more we know about each other and talk with each other, the more fun we're going to have together too.
Exactly.
So is there a person or someone that motivated you to start this?
I think just really connecting with my grandparents a lot. Every time that I see them, I think I grow to appreciate them even more. And really sitting down with them and listening to their stories has always brought so much kind of just life to my life, and really learning about how I should go about doing certain things and kind of conducting myself. And I think that that's kind of missing in our society, and especially when there was this virus and still is that really has separated you from the older people in your lives. I think you can kind of forget that that awareness is there and that it's there for everybody to tap into. So yeah, I'd say definitely my grandparents, and they've taught me a lot.
Excellent. So how has working with and for older adults formed your life?
Yeah, I think going back to this wisdom, I think is the biggest thing, and really realizing that a lot of the things that you go through, you can kind of find the answers within having community with older people. and talking to them and talking through your problems. You know, one of my favorite people to go to is my grandmother when I have something that I don't know how to get through, or I don't think I know how to get through. And she is always there to really help me and guide me through those things. I listened to another podcast a few weeks ago, actually talking about this, the wisdom that the older people bring to society, and kind of going back to this idea of like hunter-gatherer tribes, and when everybody lived together, it was really essential to have those people around to carry on this wisdom throughout the younger generations. And I think that's something that we want to bring back, and that's kind of my goal. So
excellent. All the stages of life have meaning.
yeah.
And I think sometimes societally we forget that. So I applaud you for bringing it back to the forefront for us.
Thank you.
What would you like the public to be aware of as it relates to aging?
Yeah, I think one thing that you guys do very well is make people realize that dreams are there forever, you know, and no matter how old you are, you still have aspirations. There are things that you still want to do. And I think we kind of get caught up in this idea that, or thought even, that dreams somehow go away. When you get older, like you don't want things. And that's just not true. So I think realizing that, you know, the people that are older that are around you, that they still have things that they want to do, and being a support in their lives that can help them achieve those goals is really important.
Absolutely. And, you know, everybody wants to have a purpose in life. And,
Yeah.
you know, I've seen that some of our dreams are actually to volunteer for other people, because giving back helps us to find our own meaning.
Yeah.
And if we take that away from our elders, we're really doing a disservice.
I 100% agree.
But everybody still wants to have fun as well.
Yeah.
And I think we need to facilitate that as much as possible.
Definitely.
So for you personally,
yeah,
how do you change the perception of aging?
Yeah. So through Betty, we have a couple initiatives that we're working on. One is to bridge elementary and junior highs with people that are living in assisted living in nursing homes, and having them communicate through like a pen pal program is a initiative that we're working on currently in Denver, Colorado, in onboarding schools and these nursing homes to get that going. I think that's really important because there's a connection, you know, there's always the connection of like the grandchildren and the grandparents. It's always really special. And I think that with the people that are in these assisted living places and these nursing homes that may not have family, there's a joy that children bring. And I think communicating with them is really important, and can bring a lot of light. And then another project that we're working on as well is to get a podcast going, actually, that shares people's stories. I think there's so much value in even stories that you as a person may not think is valuable, can provide a lot of value for somebody else in the world. And a lot of these stories are going untold. And I think it's really important to share those. So I think those are two ways that we're proactively trying to change the perception and realize that, you know, everybody has dreams and we all want to share our stories.
That's fantastic. Well,
Thank
I
you.
want to thank you. I thank you for your partnership with Second Wind Dreams and for all you're doing. The project in Denver sounds amazing. And when we're done with the call, I'd love to hear more about that.
Yeah, definitely.
It has been a pleasure to be able to talk with you today. And I hope we get to talk again and see where we are in the future with all of this.
Definitely. So great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And thank you all for joining us at Let's Talk Aging. As you have time, please view our website at secondwind.org, I'm sorry, secondwind.org, and look at our caregiver support resources. We realize how difficult being a caregiver can be, and there are a number of resources that we have for you. In addition, we offer a caregiver roundtable that will air in November, and we will do another series in 2022. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.